So I'm sitting here reading the Bible, and this book is so interesting. I can't believe I've never read the Bible before. I mean, I've read it before, but like front to back. You know how they have those classes where you read like literally the whole Bible? Well, I have never done that. I've only read snippets of it. But boy, it's interesting. Like, God was a G. He was gangster, and he is pretty vengeful. Makes me kind of glad I wasn't born back in biblical times, because I don't think me and my sassy little sailor's mouth um, would be too accepted. But hopefully God's working with me. And there's so much to learn. Like, whenever I was in Catholic school, my teacher taught me this thing called Lectio Divino. I don't know if I've talked about this before, and it's when you read a verse of the Bible. First you read it just to read it, and then you read it to get what you think it means, and then you read it a third time, and before you ask God what he wants you to learn from from it, what he wants you to know from that verse. Um, but I was just flipping through. I'm like, oh look, there's a Bible. Let me pick it up and read it, because Lord knows I need to be reading more of the Bible. Um, it's not for me to say that my days are numbered, because God is pretty badass, but I I don't want my soul to not be pure whenever it's decided that it's time for me to go. And I'm pretty sure with the anger that I've let seep into my veins and my heart, my soul's not pure enough to get into heaven. Hopefully purgatory, but I'm not trying to go to HE double hockey sticks, so I really need to work on that. When I was a little girl, my cousin told me that if you're a virgin, you automatically get into heaven, and you get to be buried with a crown on your head. Um, I don't know how true that is, because I mean, there's other things that could get you into hell, but I don't know. Reading the Bible is pretty like lit, and so yeah, I'm just gonna flip through it, because obviously I'm not gonna get through a whole bunch of it in one sitting. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading it, hopefully, and don't get distracted by my ADHD. And there's like, even I've only read like 2 pages, but like it is so fire, and I feel like there's so much. I don't know why I haven't thought about this before, because my brain's been scrambled, I guess, and I've been in fight mode. But whenever you have your mind, like whenever you have your thoughts opened up to you. And somebody wrote this to me in a poem. I didn't really grasp it until I read it, but it's true. There's space between words, and that space can easily be filled by evil, by dark, by gross, by disgusting. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault when this happens. But if you could apply it to something like reading the Bible, there's so much knowledge in the words. Like, there's so much to be interpreted in this Bible, and it's just kind of amazing to like read. And I'm like, what? Wait, what? Wait, what's this mean? What's this mean? And so instead of letting the evil that is a lot of knowledge, that that's messed up for me to say that knowledge is evil. I think knowledge is good, but sorry, I just read about Adam and Eve. They should not have eaten that apple. And what I'm trying to say is, instead of having really dark things naturally, I think that humans are intrinsically inclined to be more evil. You have to be nurtured out of evil and dark and secular things. So if you feel that void, um, the space between words is also can also be looked at as an interpretation. So if you fill it with things like the Bible, and try to just think on the other meanings between like what you're reading, I think it helps you be a better person. So, and man, this thing is straight up fire. The Bible is straight up fire. It is so interesting. So yeah, but I'm ADHD, so I'll probably get distracted. But I'm gonna try to stick to at least reading a little bit of it every day, even if it's just like one page, because